welcome to Husky Stadium, home of the Washington Huskies. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Maryland Terrapins, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Washington Huskies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Terrapins will get us started with... Kickoff. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So Washington's offense will get the first swing of the game. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Out of the gun, the inside give. Crosses to 30. Still on his feet at the 45. Hits the afterburners. Pass to 10. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Washington. They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that.
And as a coach, you're just hoping your offense can take the field on the first series of the game and create a little bit of momentum, get into a rhythm. How about that running play? Hitting a home run early in this game. You know that's got the sidelines all juiced up.
So Maryland's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, Dave.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was...
They get enough rush, and it pays off the sack at the 20.
What a great job using the speed to get... back. This linebacker would have started for those great Purple Rain defenses in the 80s under the legendary Washington Husky coach Don James. He would have loved to blitz this dude. So athletic from the linebacker position.
They'll try the run. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Finds his tight end. He'll be brought down at the 32-yard line. Good job by the defense to keep him away from that first down marker. It's 4th down. The Terrapins send out the punt unit. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. Makes a move. Touchdown, Huskies. Special teams coming through the 30.
runners are so quick, you can play touch football in an elevator with them and lose. You can't even get your hand on those, so quick, so elusive. Does such a great job making people miss, but still going full speed up the field to get all the way to the end zone and score a TD.
Maryland has the ball back in the Terrapin offense ready to go. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Looking to throw, it's Washington. Throws for the tight end. Had it in his hands, and he dropped it. Thought he had another big play and interception. He'll have to settle for the PBU. It's second down. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Got a man. It's Hamilton. The margin for error is so small in this conference. It's really imperative to get off to a good start in Big Ten play.
Especially, Reese, since you're adding so much talent now to this conference. But yet, year in and year out, you know the mainstays in this conference, but there's always some surprises, and I'll be interested to see how everybody starts off this season. Listen, this is your first opportunity, Palmer, in conference play, in a major conference, obviously in the Big Ten, to make your first statement.
And it's going to be taxing all season long for these players. Physically, obviously, and you expect that in the Big Ten Conference. But now adding all those West Coast teams, these guys are going to be flying back and forth across the country a lot this year. They have to get off to a fast start today. That's what makes this game so critical.
Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. Looking to throw on first down. On target to the left. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them, because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Off the play fake on first down. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and they can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action attempt.
Really need to find a productive play this time on second and long. Looking for a man. It's Washington. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
Going to try to pop one on the screen.
And listen, that's not a surprise. Obviously, they want to throw the football on third down and try to get a first down, but it got absolutely nowhere. Great job by the defense, rallying up and actually getting a tackle for a loss.
He makes the fair catch, and they'll spot the ball at the 18. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Got stuffed on first down. It's second and 10. Looking to fire. Makes the grab. It's Williams. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. They had the first down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on second down. Let's see what they've got on second down. Hand off from the shotgun. Turning it on. Gets it past the marker.
That's one of those when you're running to the end zone, you're looking behind you, you're looking on the Jumbotron to see if anybody's going to catch it, and nobody's going to catch him on that huge touchdown run.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Catch in the middle, it's Hamilton.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
And the Terrapins can really attack on this 2nd and short. Leaves it with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
He's not even going to make it back to the line of scrimmage as the defense gets big-time penetration. The Terrapins will line up to punt it away. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They could not have drawn up a better start than this, already up 21-0. Fights off a defender. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. He's got 98 yards on the ground in the first quarter. What a tremendous start to this season. Williams will pass. Just a little off. Incomplete. And the Huskies are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. To the ground to try to move the chains. At midfield, he's got room. And there they go again. Another huge gain on the ground.
And it's just got to be nice to have a running back that can make big-time plays with his feet. 1st down, 2nd down, 3rd down right here. His opportunity, gets the football, makes a huge gain. He makes this offense go, and it makes it so easy to be a play caller.
The Huskies can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Smith takes the handoff. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This Washington offense moving quickly down the field. Got his man quickly. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. It'll just make it more satisfying if they can move the chains after starting 1st and 20. Looking for the end zone. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. 1st down and an eternity after a mountain of penalties. Right back to him on the ground. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Leaves it with the back. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
And that last run is just a nice job seeing the hole, exploding through it. He has had a heck of a night. Now with that carry, over 100 yards on the game. That's the mark you really want to hit as a running back, and he's got that here tonight.
Fires toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. Just drives it between the uprights. And that lead grows even bigger. That's the end of the quarter, and Washington has the lead. They largely dominated this 1st quarter as indicated by the stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the 2nd. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Maryland has the ball back, and the Terrapin offense ready to go. They've got a long road ahead of them if they want to get back into this game, but they have to get to work on this drive. So first down here as they go back to work. From the gun, running back on the move. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Looking downfield, it's Washington. Pressure coming. And the Terrapins will punt this one away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Cradles it at the 35. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stopped. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, it
picked it off, and this defense really needed something to go right. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. And now the offense will come onto the field again. Wants to throw on first down. And he's all bottled up.
And those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you...
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. Back to pass on second down. Snagged in the middle. It's Manning. It's a fumble on the play. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. He almost popped out of there for a huge return, but they will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery. From the gun, running back gets to give. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Williams looking for a man. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. It's Williams. They don't get nearly enough on 3rd down. 4th down coming from the 48. Washington sends out the punt team. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. He's got it. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. They've fallen into this big hole, and they are pretty desperate for answers right now. Powers through. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
Pocket breaking down.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
The give is to Williams. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. The Terrapins come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the ground. He's got it again.
Well, it's clear the coaching staff had a little conversation before this drive, and they said, we have got to run the football. All 4 plays of this drive so far have been runs, and they're taking a bit of an attitude shift here. They want to be physical, and they want to pound the defense into submission.
They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. And the Terrapins line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Looking to throw, it's Washington. Fires to the middle. Got his man downfield. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Firing to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Maryland!
A really nice job attacking the middle of the field. You see those safeties, man, I want to split them. He splits it right down the middle, throws that post, right on the numbers, catches the ball in the end zone, touchdown.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Nebraska rolled to a victory, and after putting up this kind of win, there has to be some Heisman buzz around a program that's produced winners of the award from Johnny Rodgers to Mike Rozier to Eric Crouch. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. And the Huskies have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Rush is on him. Hit as he throws. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on.
Hold.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Line getting set on 2nd down. They'll go to the ground. Finds a crease at the 20. Got enough for the first down and wants more. There he goes. He's at the touchdown, Washington. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
David, this guy's showing us everything he's got in his toolbox. Between the tackles, running outside, the elusiveness, the vision, the speed, the patience. And with that home run, now has over 200 yards rushing in this game.
And there's nothing more frustrating than a guy that just keeps coming and keeps coming. They keep feeding him, and he keeps breaking tackles. He keeps making big plays. This defense has had absolutely no answer for that stud.
Give to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case in there. They try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Wow, this offense is just stuck in the mud. They've already punted 4 times, and it's 3rd down now. Back to throw, it's Washington. Fires to the big fella. He's brought down at the 33 as the defense keeps him away from that first down marker. 4th down coming up. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. The Terrapins will bring the punt team onto the field. Takes it on the return. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Touchdown, Huskies! The hidden yardage, the big plays, special teams coming through. That return man saw daylight the instant the ball touched his hands, and he darted to it and took it to the house.
And Reese, I think it's one of the hardest things to do in football, to catch the ball as all these guys are flying around you, and you got to take it, make a miss, try to find spaces and creases that aren't there. Great job making a huge play. Special teams and punt returns coming up big.
Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Caught in the backfield, it's Williams. He's across the 30 and out of bounds at the 31-yard line. And the Terrapins with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. Going over the top. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down. The Terrapins come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. 3rd down play from the gun. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And the Terrapins decide to punt it away. Pulls it in at the 25. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. Williams will pass. Quickly out to the tight end. He works his way across the 40-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 41. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Wants to go up top. Buys a little time with his feet. He'll pull it down and run. Got the 1st down. Breaks into the open. He's finally run out of bounds, but not before a huge gain.
And it's plays like that that galvanize a home crowd. Just listen to this place right now. It was an awesome job on the scramble, getting what he could get, breaking free, and creating an explosive play. But this is where the home field advantage really kicks in. You get this crowd and this volume rocking, man, they are hard to beat at home when they sound like that.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Touchdown, Washington! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They scored again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the 2nd half?
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Maryland has the ball back, and the Terrapin offense ready to go. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the 2nd half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the 1st half, try and generate some momentum, score.
It's a seam wide open. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Dropping back, it's Washington. Under fire. On target over the middle. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Holding. Offense.
Well, when your quarterback has already been sacked 4 times, shouldn't be some big surprise if the O-line gets called for holding. Running out of time here in the 1st half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Fires left. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. And in the closing moments of the 1st half, they'll try to put a 3 spot on the board. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. I wouldn't say they cut into the deficit. They sort of microscopically edged off the deficit. Still a mountain to climb. 1st half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in Seattle for an interesting first half than you? And this linebacker has left his big old paw prints all over this first half. He's been clogging running lanes and forcing turnovers, and even when he's not doing something that shows up on the stat sheet, he's preventing that offense from doing so. A young man with all-American potential. With that said, let's send it back to our guys inside Husky Stadium.
Washington ready to kick off to start this second half. He'll bring it out. It's Williams. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. What could go wrong did in the first half, and they start this third quarter at the bottom of the mountain.
Man, that was bad. That was a frying pan to the head. That was a TKO. It was awful in the first half. Flush it. I got to start doing something right. I got to find some positives. I get the ball first to start this possession, try to put a scoring drive together.
The only thing you can do at this point offensively is just make sure your best players are touching the football as often as possible. You recruited these guys. You got guys out of the portal. Put your faith in them to make plays. This is a time to go out and do it.
Dropping back, it's Washington. Grab near the marker, it's Manning. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling. The Terrapins with the 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Turns it loose deep. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They go to the counter. Couldn't find a lane. They pick up a run to the 31.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
On third down, he drops to throw. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And they can't make the connection on third down, but hold everything. There is a flag. Let's see what that's about. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. And the Terrapins will send out the punt unit. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Looking downfield on first down. Got it behind the line. It's Marshall. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Hold on.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Williams looking for a man. Got it in the middle. It's Lawson. And they're able to get him down.
First job for the QB a lot of times. Look at those safeties. Is it man or is it zone? Nice job. You could tell right away. He saw it was zone, understood where to go with the football, and that's why this offense had a positive gain right away.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to...
Oh, he's got some space. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Huskies.
And add it on again. This This offense has done whatever they want, however they want, and this lead has ballooned. When you start a season off, you want to build momentum. You want to defeat an opponent and beat them badly. That's exactly what they've done. This team looks ready to compete for a national championship.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Maryland has the ball back and the Terrapin offense ready to go. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
He lets one fly deep. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
Who says defensive backs don't have hands? Nice job breaking on the football and making the catch. A lot of times you see guys swat it down, or you see them trying to catch it. It looks like they have two left hands. Defensive backs don't catch real well. Nice job breaking on the football. Nice job securing the INT and actually catching it.
They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Williams will pass. Grabbed in the middle. It's Williams. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the first. Sends it back in motion. They'll try to get it through the air. It's complete on the right side. Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. The sweet feet buy a little time. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to them. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking for room. It's Marshall. There he goes. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. The Huskies are on the move. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Brought down at the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 6. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. At the 20, he's got space. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Huskies.
And the running back gets his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. Threw a pick the last time they had it. They'll try to be more productive this time around. Off play action on first down. Bringing the heat.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw, it's Washington. The screen, and watch out. Turns it on in midfield. Knocked out of bounds after a good gain on that one. They'll spot it at the 43. The Terrapins have it with a 1st and 10. Defense showing blitz, trying to rattle this quarterback. Quarterback extends the play. Got the first down himself. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Terrapins are threatening in the red zone. The inside handoff. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Wants to fire on second down. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
You know, I'd be worried right now if I were this head coach. I've already had my starting quarterback knocked out of the game. I'm watching my backup quarterback now get ragdolled around as well. What can we do to protect him and give ourselves a chance to win this game?
Might be looking to run. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be fourth down. Comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. And he's already put one 3 spot on the board. He'll try another one from 25 yards out. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And they'll put 3 on the board, but the deficit remains huge. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Back to pass. It's McMillan. Here comes the Heat. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is.
Holding.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. He'll try to pop the draw. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. We've reached the break. It's Washington holding the lead. And this beatdown is close to completion as we've reached the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Gives it on the option. Pulled down for the tackle.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if the offense was going to be able to dig themselves out of this hole, but on second in California, they dial up the running play, now setting up 30 short.
Rides the back on the option, the give. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Sends it downfield. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. They'll give it to the back. Only a couple there, and now staring at 3rd and 8. Trying to pick up a first down. To the air, it's McMillan. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. Second time today they've been forced to punt. Hauls it in, looking for space. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Maryland has the ball back, and the Terrapin offense ready to go. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for turning it on. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. The Terrapins come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it, but the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Terrapins will try to pin them back with the punt. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. Here they come, trying to convert a 3rd and short from the 28. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking downfield, it's McMillan. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
This defense continues to do a great job of not letting a great athlete at quarterback make big plays on them. Great job pursuing him, keeping him in that cage, not letting him get out in the open field because we know he can do some damage. Nice job by this defense so far.
Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board.
And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Holding. Offense.
Well, when your quarterback has already been sacked 4 times, shouldn't be some big surprise if the O-line gets called for holding. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. The throw, caught over the middle. It's Manning. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the 1st down. Picked up some yardage with that completion, now 2nd down. Looking to fire. Finds the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Now facing a 3rd and long from the 50-yard line. Wants to throw again. Throws toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. The Terrapins will punt it away on 4th down. He'll try to really get into this one. Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. They want that clock to run. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. Kept it on the ground last time. Let's see if they go back to it on 2nd down. The give to the back. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Looking to pass. It's McMillan. Unloads it left. Got his man. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Holding. Offense.
A costly penalty wipes out that third down conversion, and now they'll back up and try it again. You make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. They go to the draw. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Washington sends out the punt team. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll start this drive going to the air. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Back to pass. They're setting up the screen. Runs through a tackle. He's out of bounds, and they'll say he got it to the 45. And the Terrapins come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Isaac. Plows through the defense. And he is brought down, but what a move he put on that first defender.
Man, a great job by the QB finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Caught behind the line. It's Williams. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. The Terrapins in a good spot here with 2nd and short. To the air. It's Washington. Gets it to him on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. It'll be 3rd and long. Got it in the middle. It's White. Breaks into the open. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.